everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, the Iconic Advisor. Thank you for those of you who have subscribed. 142 subscribers. We're growing. I want to encourage you to continue to share with your friends and your family and encourage them to subscribe to the channel. So whenever it is, a video or a live is updated or uploaded, they will be the first to know. So I want to thank you and thank you guys for your comments, your encouragement, your advice. Want to get better at this for you. Now today's topic, we're going to be talking about 5 mistakes that I made in my 20s. I know I'm not going to be talking about getting married at age 23 today. That's for another topic. Not sure if I'll do a live on that, but that's not for today. Now we're going to be talking about some decisions in terms of affecting our finances. And it's okay, guys. Don't be too hard on yourself in your 20s. You're not sure what is it that you're going to be doing yet. But you also want to listen and you also want to take some advice. Because I did get some from my parents, especially my dad, in some of the decisions that I made financially. Now let's dive right into what these 5 mistakes are. Number 1, you want to make sure that you're contributing to a pension fund. Starting at age 18, I would encourage you to do. In Jamaica, we can start even $100 in the NIS fund. It is the foundation for financial planning. I cannot emphasize that enough. Now you want to make sure that you're doing those in the US, the 401k, you start doing that. And if it is that you have landed a job in your 20s, you want to make sure that you're contributing to the pension fund. I don't want to say start with your first job, because what if you just start working at 25? You want to make sure that you start contributing to those funds early, because we know that compound interest is our friend. Just picture this scenario of someone in their 20s putting in that fund together, starting that fund together, yielding at an interest of maybe 10%. And of course, you want to achieve that between age 20 and 65. You would see a vast difference compared to someone who started at age 30 with the same interest, trying to achieve that goal at age 65. So you want to do those math and you want to do those comparisons and see where you're at. The person at 30 to achieve the same, of course, would have to be contributing more. So you want to make sure. I recall I landed my first job in the Cayman Islands, and after getting married, moving back to Jamaica, I decided to, transport my pension to Jamaica, and I put it in a certain fund because I am not sure if I could have transferred it from Cayman to an ARS here. Not sure how it works, if it's portable from overseas to Jamaica or vice versa. But I know you're able to do that in Jamaica in terms of your pension being portable. So what I did, I put it into a certain investment account, and then of course an opportunity came to purchase a car, and I pulled those funds out and bought a car, which takes me to number 2. Purchasing a car, a very expensive car or a new car, which is a depreciative asset, guys. You are paying for something that is depreciating, and you will actually be paying more. So especially for a loan that you took out a car and you have 7 years, 10 years, whatever years you have to pay, you have to multiply those interests by the number of years, and that's the amount of interest that you're going to be paying for that car. So if it is not necessary to get a new car, or maybe a hand-me-down from a big brother or your parents, you don't want to take on a car loan too early to put yourself in that debt. I would encourage you to look at appreciative assets like stocks and real estate, etc. So you don't want to make some of those mistakes, pushing yourself into some debt. And my third point, the third mistake, you want to make sure that you are not taking out student loan if it's not necessary. And I will pause here for my parents. You want to get an education fund started for your children. You want to make sure that you're consistently saving on a monthly basis. Have it done salary deducted or a standing order, that you're contributing fund that is giving you some interest, that you're going to make sure it may not cover all the expenses, but you want to make sure that even the first year in terms of tuition, you want to make sure that you have that cover, that our children don't accumulate debts in their college years, so it pushes them into early debt in their 20s and their 30s, and then delay the process of them even owning their own home or working jobs where they're paying debts, and it seems as if there's no end to it because of delinquencies and high interest, etc. So you want to make sure that we're avoiding student loans. You want to look at maybe the area of study too, guys, that you're choosing, that if with this degree that I have or this master's that I have, what is the income potential for this job? And if it is something that you think that you're not even comfortable with in terms of earning, it's probably a passion you had in your earlier years, change the course of study. There is nothing wrong with that. Or study something else that you think is going to help you to afford the things that you desire, the things that you need, and the things that you want. And mistake number 4, having a pet. And this may offend persons who are pet lovers or animal lovers, and I'm not bashing it. I had a pet in my early years, more than one at different intervals. And in overseas, actually, you need pet insurance. Well, it works out for you to have pet insurance in terms of their shots, visits, etc. And you want to think about food and upkeep for this animal. If they need to be spayed or neutered, you're thinking of different aspects. This is added expense, and if it is that you're not able to maintain these expenses, or they become exorbitant or too much or unbearable, you want to make sure, even though you love the pet, go to the zoo and visit them instead of taking on these expenses. If you're managing, then that is fine, but you need to look at, in terms of your budget now, proper budgeting. So you want to look at the income, you want to look at the expenses, and see where you can do adjustment. And if this is too much, you don't want to take on too much too early, and in your later years you're struggling to keep up, you're struggling to balance, you're struggling to budget, and then getting married, moving into a relationship, you're into debts already. Now that's another topic in terms of relationship and debt. And number 5, my final point, you may have others, but these are some of the main 5 ones that affect other aspects of my life in my 20s. Number 5, and you want to give me the drum roll? You want to give a boy the drum roll. Avoiding risk. And you may not think that this is a mistake, because okay, you can take on risk at any time, and avoiding risk can come under many headings. So it could be that it is that you want to invest, and the greater the risk, the greater the return. And you're young, you may not have any responsibilities in terms of a spouse, in terms of children. You want to take on risk early. Job change risk. This job is something that I got my degree or my master's in, but I'm not passionate about it. This is something that I don't love. I am miserable. I am horrible at the job. Do a job change. You're still young. Take on risk. As a matter of fact, you also need to compare in the current state that you're in, or job or career that you're in. If you're earning X amount per month or per year, can I be doing something that I'm passionate about, or something that I enjoy doing, that over time that I'll be earning more? You want to take on those ideas. You want to take on other opportunities, and I would say go for it. Go into a job that you're excited about, or becoming an entrepreneur, something, training, something that you love. You want to make sure that you embrace that. So those are my 5, guys. I hope that helps. I want to hear from you guys. You can do it in the comment section. What are some of the things that you did to kind of buffer or mask what is it that you had experienced in terms of those financial mistakes? or mistakes that affected your finances. Now guys, I want you to stay focused, to stay safe, and to stay strong. Remember to share the videos, to like the videos, to comment, and to hit the notification bell. So those of you who want to know when a video is uploaded, you'll be notified. You'll be the first to know. Thank you guys to my additional subscribers. Bye. Thank you. Walk good, guys. Love you.